What's going on, Instagram? Hey, about to do another hack or another mod here on the X1, and I wanted to show you what I'm going to be doing. So the first thing is we're going to install a new BMW Roundel on the rear end. You can see this is the carbon fiber look one, and then in back of that is going to be a lighted white LED ring to make it look a little bit more updated, and this will fasten on to the license plate lights. And I'm going to show you briefly how I'm going to do it. It's a really quick, easy mod. Should only take me about 10-15 minutes at most. So this is the Roundel that we're going to replace, and if you watch my other videos either on YouTube or on Instagram, you'll find out that we removed this just by slipping zip ties underneath here and here and pulling straight out. It's the easiest way to take these off. And then what we're going to do is we're going to replace this with a carbon fiber Roundel, and then put the wires for the LED ring to go right through here, right connected to the license plate lights, and that will turn it on every time the car's lights go on, either the parking lights or the headlights. So before I even get started, since this is going to attach directly to the body of the car and into the Roundel, I need to make sure it works. So what I did is I tested it with the positive and negative terminals I found inside the engine bay of the X1. So in case you didn't know where your positive and negative terminals are for the X1, you have a positive terminal right here and you have a negative terminal right here. Now, I'm not advising that you should ever jump start a car or anything like that, but if you had to access the battery, this power terminal and for the positive and this power terminal for the negative is the way that you should always do it. This way it avoids anything directly in connection with the battery. So like I said, I tested this out and the light does work, so we're good to go for the next step. All right, so there we have success. We got the Roundel off, and it's important to notice that all it is these two rubber grommets that are here and here, and these two studs that are on the back of the Roundel. So basically what happens is, if you can get your, I just lifted it up a little bit with a straight edge. I put a zip tie between here and I just pulled straight out, and it will come straight out and won't damage your paint. Now I'm just going to clean this up and prepare the surface for the adhesive of the LED light that we're going to install. All right, so the next thing that we do is we remove the brake light here, or sorry, the license plate light. And it's very simple. You'll look for the tab, and that's the tab that you want to pry from, because you can see the clip is on the other side and it just fits in like this. So when you're going to pry it out using a flat edge, just look for what side the tab is on, and that will tell you what side to pull on. And then here we have our wire with, of course, a negative and a positive. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this wire off here, untape it here, and then we're going to splice in the LED light, which will fit here. All right, so now you can see that we got it wired up. I used these sort of wire splices, so that way if something happens or I don't like it or whatever it is, I can just literally rip the wire out of the side. I didn't do any damage to the longer cord that plugs into the license plate light. And as you can see, it is lit up. You can see the LEDs around it, and you can see where the Roundel is going to go, and it's going to stick a little bit through the rubber, but it's mostly going to be an adhesive. So I'm going to put an adhesive promoter on there for both this and for the Roundel, and that will help it stick. And then from there we'll go on and finish everything up. But it looks like it's going to be a pretty easy install, and I'll probably wrap these up with electrical tape as well. All right, and there you have it, the finished product. You can see the lighted light ring all the way around. Should cast a nice glow. The carbon fiber Roundel fits perfectly, and of course both lights are working. So you can't really see it too much in the daytime, but I'll come out and take a night shot and show you what it looks like. But I think it's going to be a pretty cool mod for the BMW. Took me about 15-20 minutes to do, but I think it's gonna just add a little bit of flair and pizzazz to the back of the car.